I had a 15-hour layover in Shanghai on my way back to the Philippines. Most people would just camp at the airport, but there's actually a way for Filipinos to leave the airport and explore the city for free. A lot of people probably don't know this, but China has a 24-hour visa-free transit policy for several nationalities, including Filipino passport holders. If your layover is under 24 hours and you have a confirmed onward flight to a different country, you can apply for something called a temporary entry permit at the Shanghai airport. It's free and lets you leave the airport and explore the city for up to 24 hours. There's also a 240-hour version for longer stays, but Filipinos are not eligible for that one. So for us, 24 hours is the max. All you need to do is bring your passport, your onward boarding pass, and look for the transit desk after immigration. So here is another thing that you should know when transiting through China. Trip.com runs a free layover tour for transit passengers in Shanghai. Yes, it's actually free. They pick you up at the airport, take you around the city, and drop you back in time for your flight. But the free tour runs at fixed departure times and it's on the shorter side. So if your flight lands at an awkward hour or you want more flexibility, a private tour might make more sense. You can book those through Get Your Guide. There are plenty of Shanghai layover options that pick you up straight from the airport. Use my code FARAINSPAIN5 if you want a discount. For me, the free tour worked out, so here's what it looked like. The first stop was the Yew Garden. There was beautiful traditional architecture, but it was very touristy. There were a lot of people that day, and I was running on a few hours of sleep, so I felt very overstimulated. Right next to it was a tourist market where you can get souvenirs. So we also had lunch, actual Chinese food in China. I wasn't very hungry, so I just got xiaolongbao. My meal was so affordable, it was about 31 yuan, 4 euros, or like 280 pesos. Then we went to the Bund, the famous Shanghai waterfront where you look across the river at the skyline. So I always wanted to visit this, especially after reading China Rich Girlfriend, which is the second book after Crazy Rich Asians. While I was walking around the Bund, it felt genuinely surreal to finally be back in Asia. So the big, tall skyscrapers that are famous in Asia versus like yesterday I was in Madrid and we had all the romantic European buildings. After the Bund, I asked the tour guide to leave me in the city instead of going straight back to the airport because I wanted extra time to wander. And in the next video, I'm going to show you my experience taking the maglev train. So for now, if you're Filipino and you have a long layover in China, don't waste it at the airport. Get the temporary entry permit. Take a free or a private tour and see the city that you might otherwise never revisit. That's all for now, and hasta luego!